I think the last 6 or 7 months have clearly impacted all of us, whether it's personally or on a work level. But at Formula One, there are 4 or 5 key areas to talk to of note, of where we've seen the most impact. Looking back to March, it feels like a very long time ago now. Project Pit Lanes for Formula One and the teams come together as a response to the ventilator crisis of the NHS. Then when we still had no live racing, our esports team turned to virtual Grand Prix racing and virtual Grand Prix instead. We haven't done that before. We have an esports program, but this was about bringing more of like a pro-am feel to it. So you had F1 drivers, past and present. You had sports stars like Aguero and Ian Poulter. And then you also had gamers, and sort of putting them all together in this hybrid racing situation was fascinating. It's just a real joy to watch. Our promoter team then did a brilliant job of getting us back to racing and bringing a new calendar to the season. So for context, we started the year with a calendar of 22 different races. We should hopefully, touch wood, finish the year with 17 races having been delivered. But the thing to really sort of note is at the start of the season, 5 of the races that we've had weren't on the calendar, and 3 of those markets weren't even on the horizon. So this weekend we're in Portugal. We're still to go to Turkey. We're in Germany most recently, and then we also had 2 extra races in Italy that hadn't been on the calendar at the start of the year. So great job done all round to be able to get us back to racing. And part of that also is our remote operations. So we deliver the broadcast, live timing, data, etc. on site from every single race. And by 2022, we were looking to reduce that operational process with both people and freight on site. We accelerated that from 2 years to 2 months. And we now reduce our sort of movement from the operation centre point of view by 70 tonnes, which is about the equivalent of a 747, and also 75 people. And then finally, We Race as One, which was launched when we also got back to racing, and it's looking at both a thank you and recognising all the people and the key workers in particular that have helped us fight COVID, but also our D&I strategy, and how that's accelerated what we're doing as a business to address diversity and inclusion within Formula One.